Alright, so we're about to go see a psychic.
Psychic, yeah.
We're gonna find out if, you know...
If I'm gonna have 8 babies or 18 babies.
Or if, like, I'm gonna be stuck in this
Hey,
wasteland.
Is Danny and Katie, like, 10 years later. Robert, haters for life.
Oh my god. The YouTube channel we started when we were 14?
Yeah.
13, 14?
You have to link it in this. If you post this anywhere, you have to link this.
I will.
This is history.
Alright. So, we're gonna go. Why am I putting my sunglasses on the top of my head when I just have to leave the car? Alright. Let's, figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we'll be
with
back
our
and
lives.
tell you if we're gonna die soon.
I don't want to know that.
I do.
Oh my god, would you really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Do you want to know when you want to die, or would you rather know how you're gonna die, or both?
I think I'd rather know when. Because if I know how, then it's like when the situation is happening, like I'm just gonna like not like it.
But if you know when,
Then it's like I can get all the stuff done that I want to and I'll be okay with it. But if I know like I die in like a really morbid way, then it's like that sucks. And I'm just gonna be like living there knowing that like it's gonna hurt really bad.
I'd rather know neither. I don't want to know either situation. I have this like fear that it's going to be like a car accident or some sort of like
Yeah,
motor
right?
accident. That's how I feel it's going to happen. But I mean, it could be anything. That or
LA
something with my head. LA traffic. God. Am I going to be in LA for the rest of my life? We're not even, I was going to say we're not even in LA, but I guess we are in LA County right now.
Ooh.
Woo.
Oh, no.
P Town. All right. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm here. And I'm nervous. And Danielle is going back there right now. She is back there right now. And I'm scared. I just... I'm super nervous. I don't even know if you can hear this. But yeah. Kind of terrified. How do you feel?
I just tweeted like I feel so like rejuvenated and empowered and just ready to get back into my life and just go for it I feel really good.
What-
I feel so good.
What specific topics did you guys talk about?
So like right off the bat he was like, you're a worrier and you need to stop that. I'm like, I'm such a worrier. Like it's so bad. And so that was really cool. And he pretty much reassured me about a lot of the questions I had in life, so that was really great. What about you?
He was talking to me about, let's get in the car real quick. Oh, it's hot. Oh, and you have leather seats, gross. So, woohoo!
Yeah, it's hot.
So we were talking a lot about, so I talked to him about work stuff, and he was saying that with the whole transferring stores, he said that if I do go back to my old store, it's not permanent, and that a transition to a different store, in that the transition would be quick.
Oh, good.
And I was like, well, October.
Yeah.
And then also that it's not a permanent place for me in general. Let me buckle. So that was interesting, and that I'm only there to get like to my next step, which is true. I am sweating bullets in your car.
It was disgusting in there too, though.
So we started talking about like future and career and stuff, and I was talking about whether or not I would be in the arts, and he said you will basically like I'll start in the arts, but that could open up different positions into a place that's not the arts but still connected, which I've been looking at. Oh, he said he was like, oh, you keep getting really good cards, and like that I was gonna be super successful and stuff, and then like get a lot of money or wealth or whatever wealth is. And
Just remember, you're my best friend right now. Okay.
and so then we started talking, and then like my own empire, which basically sounds amazing. And then also, I should get in here. And then also started talking about like love life and saying that I need to like unblock a bunch of emotional blocks. And that the second I do that, I got like the one card, which is like a day, a week, a month, a year. It's gonna happen super quick after that, after I like unblock that. So soon, I guess, when I learn to unblock myself. But also,
that's so funny because he's at the exact opposite for me. He's like, you're way too open, you put your heart on your sleeve, and you just give the second someone shows like any interest or affection towards you. And so to just like put yourself first, and maybe even like put up a couple balls because you're just like a little too out there.
Oh my god,
which is kind of true.
Oh my god. Well, and then he said, what did he say? I'm trying to remember. I just had something in my head, but then I forgot. Oh, so we started talking about friendships, and then I asked about you know who, and he said that friendship, it would be going like regardless, like it can work out eventually. Just know that you guys are in different places, and that regardless if you want her in your life permanently, that it will always be an up and down kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah. So what else did they say? Yeah, basically that things were going to be super successful, and that the only place that I got not so great cards was in the friendship category, which doesn't surprise me. Because I have those friends that are just like, you I've known since I was 6, and the other people I know, I keep so few friends because I have to know that what I consider my friends are people that I can go to with whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll have acquaintances, but then in like real life, I have like 3 friends.
See, that's the same thing for me though. I don't know if it was just that like, because we made such good connections at such a young age, that I have this like standard, and I have this like comfortableness of like being able to share with these people in my life, that I find that new people, like, it's really hard.
It's hard to live up to
those like that comfortableness and that like understanding, and so like we just don't connect as well.
Yeah, and it's hard because we've had a connection since we were 6. We've had a connection for 15 years.
Yeah.
So trying to live up to a connection like that.
I was 5.
Whatever, it's still 15 years. 15 years is still 15 years. Since I was 6, you were 5. Yeah, so we started talking about career and stuff, and he said, oh, it's going to be super successful, something that you're going to be able to pass down to your kids. And so I said, so you see me having kids? Because I'm not so, into that right now. And he said, I forgot what he said. What did he say? He said that
It was really interesting. It was so interesting she forgot.
Oh my god, no. Because it was something like, you're waiting for, to find the right person, and that, you could have kids. I do see it like being a successful marriage, etc. Started getting into love life. So back when it comes into the whole, after you unblock yourself and that one card, so whether it's a day, a week, a month, a year, or whatever, that it'll be a successful relationship next. And that's interesting, I think.
Alright, so then he was saying to me that I was a person who sacrificed a lot of my youth for my future, which is actually something, because I've always been kind of like, I need to work. I've always been focused on my future, and I've always understood like setbacks and I've had setbacks, and I've never, had the opportunity to go to the school that I wanted to go to, or, I wasn't able to take those like big chances, but that, so therefore I worked harder at what I did, which I went to 2 different schools, and there was a point where I was taking 7 different classes at 2 different schools in order to transfer to a university.
While working,
4 days a week. And then he said that it was worth it, that I'm someone who knows what I want, or once I know what I want, I go after it, and that I'm willing to sacrifice that for a future. Because that was really interesting. And then he was also saying that
So when I brought up my family to him, I talked about how there was like a new living situation currently with us, because we just had another person from my extended family come live with us, and it had just created a lot of like friction and tension in our normal routine and like all of our dynamics. And it got to the point where I felt like I had to remove myself from the situation. And when I expressed that to my family, they were really supportive, and they like made me. They told me that they didn't want me to feel like I had to be pushed out in order for like this situation to be alleviated. And so I wanted to, if there was anything I could like proactively do about the situation in order to alleviate stress not only for myself but from everyone else in my family. And he pretty much said that like even though right now things are rocky, that like my family is super steadfast and we would get through it. And
He was talking about like friendships and how I have like, if I were to go back to this one friendship, that it would always be an up and down kind of deal. And I don't know if I'm ready to deal with that if they go into my life. But also he was saying that, you know, not to limit himself in career situations, and I think that was just, it was so much, what was great about it is that it was so much of just like, yes, I need to come to this already. I know this, and I also know that a lot of like the present day stuff was a lot of yes, and I just need to accept it. A lot of facts that you just need to accept.
There's a lot of acceptance.